What's up, YouTube? Zombie Dead 32. We're coming at you deck profile. My mermail deck. I got 15th place at regionals. There's only 2 players in the top 16 that played mermails. I went to the Seattle regionals on February 2nd. There's only 2 players in the top 16 that played mermails, and I was one of them. Pretty psyched. First ever top. I've only been playing for a little bit, so I ran 2 megalos. A lot of people decided to play 3. I elected to play 2 because I thought it was just a better choice. 1 lead. Lead is just the 2700 beater, and I used this effect one time because my opponent had 1 card in hand, and I was like, alright, I might as well get rid of it so I can just keep hand advantage. So I had him out, and I sent, like, I think it was Spike to the graveyard, and it ended up being a dark hole, and I ended up winning. So it was a good choice. Mullion Glacia is just, or, you know, these are just the big beaters, and then Mullion Glacia. Mullion Glacia is just such a good card. Like, most people don't like it, but you drop it with 5 waters and 2800 attack, discard 2 cards. It's not that good against Dark Worlds, but most of the time late game, when you, or not late game, but like mid game or early game when you do have Mullion Glacia, it is just such a good card. 3, Gen X Undyne, wouldn't play any less, wouldn't play any more. Wish I could play more, such a good card. But you can send any water monster. She can send like infantry to the graveyard to destroy a big card you need to get over. You can send marksman, destroy like anything else, or you can send dragoons to search for any sea serpent in the deck. Dragoons is amazing. I'll get to that when I get to dragoons. And then 2 controllers just to counteract with the 3 Undynes. Most people play like Regeki Break and stuff, but I play like Mind Control and Allure and stuff like that. Or I just set it and like stall out a turn or something like that, just to like so I can get like OTKs and stuff like that. And then for Lanteans, I played 3 Marksman. Marksman is so good. You can either destroy a set card, or when it does battle damage, you can get out of Dragoons. What else could you ask for? And then when Dragoons on the field, attacks directly, so it kills. Such a good card. I love that card. And then 3 Dragoons. Dragoon's amazing. It's going to get hit in the ban list, I hope. If it doesn't, then looks like Atlanteans are ruling next format too. Unless Macro kills it, but, you know. Heavy Infantry, I mean, it destroys a face-up card and you get an extra normal summon. What else could you ask for? Honestly, it's just a good card. 3, this is mermails now, 3 Abyss Lines. What you can do with this is you can set it, or you can Abyss Sphere it, or if like the heavy or MST, like your set Abyss Sphere and they can't like chain the MST or something. Then you send this to the graveyard and you can get Spike, Megalo, Lead, or TDS, or whatever it's called. But most of the time I go for Lead, because then it's just a 2700 beater that my opponent can't get over. But it's just such a good card with the Sphere and just sitting on it, and special summon whatever the hell you want. And then 2 Spikes. Spike's kind of fallen off the map ever since I got Lead and Megalo, and I mean, Spike's just, it's there because you can, like my opponent, I set the line, they attacked it, I went into Spike, I had a heavy infantry in my hand, destroyed like their 3600 or something like that, 3600 Tragedio, and I was just like, okay, and I ended up winning from there, because I ended up searching Undyne and then going into like Mullion Glacia or something like that and winning. And then when Abyss Tias, it's like 2400 wall, it searches your Spike or your Dyne, whichever one you need at the moment. Most of the time I just go into Spike and end up discarding it for Megalo. And then it's also a 7-star. It's only 1700 attack, but it's 2400 defense. 7-star, so when Megalo or Lead do come out and you need to like get a pesky card off the field, there it is. Because you can go into Big Eye because it's a level 7. One's Deep Sea Diva. This was a stupid choice on my part. So I got Dyne like 2 minutes before the tournament, and I was like, this card seems good, I'm going to play it. But then a lot of players told me that it misses timing a lot. So I ended up having to play Dyne because I put it on the deck list, but I would definitely play 2 Divas instead of Dyne. I don't have the Dyne actually with me because I took it out because it sucks. I sided it out every game. It was just an automatic side out card. So definitely played 2 Divas. It's just a really good card. I need a Super Diva, by the way. 1 Trag. This was a last minute card. Like I was gonna play just 41, but then I ended up putting in Trag, and it won me so many different games in so many different ways that I couldn't even imagine. So that's it for the monster lineup. Pretty big monster lineup. So I do. And then now for spells. You got 2 MSTs. I mean, they just kill macros, anything you need to get off the field. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Pot of Avarice, I'm not really going to explain, Dark Hole or Pot of Avarice or Reborn or anything like that because they're just good. One Mind Control, one Heavy. Mind Control, a lot of people don't play it, but I like it with Gen X Controller and stuff like that, so it's really good. And then you can just overlay or synchro or do whatever you need. One Salvage. I only play one because most times it's too cloggy, and I only drawed it. I didn't really draw it when I didn't need it. I only drew it when it was good, or just didn't draw it at all, so yeah. And then I play Allure of Darkness to get rid of Gen X controllers out of my hand. If you open Allure and Gen X Undyne, such a good play. I love it so much. It's just one of my favorite plays. And then that's all for all for spells. Just pretty standard, solid spell lineup. Now for traps, I played three Abyss Spheres to search out with the Megalos, or you can get back with leads. Just a great card in general. So good. Set it, and if they attack, you can activate what's his face. Activate it, get Linde, and then get lead out. That's what my play was. Two Solemn Warnings, just a great card. Set it, obviously because it's a trap card. Then when they summon anything that's pesky or you can't get over or something like that, warning, it's gone. Get off from the field. And then I played one Mirror Force and one Torrential. I didn't know which one to do of either. I ended up sliding them out most of the time for Royal Decrees, but they were just good. I was at the beginning of the tournament. I had two Mirror Force and two Torrentials because I didn't have lead, Trag, or Dyne in there. But I ended up cutting it down, putting in Trag, putting in Light, putting in lead, and putting in Dyne. Dyne was a terrible choice. I ended up cutting a Diva for a Dyne, and it just screwed me over a lot of times. Probably could have made top 8 because I lost. I was X1 in round 9, and I ended up losing in round 9. So to an agent player. Now this is my side deck. I played 2 Thunder Kings just because. I mean, most people seem like it hurts your deck, but I can play around. I know if you're a good player, you know how to play around Thunder King, and you can just sit on it and wait until the right opportunity. So 2 Thunder Kings, 1 Gores for I set it in against windups. I only played 1 windup, so it's the only time I set it in. Another Trag just in case. I don't know. I didn't really set it in. I couldn't think of a 15th card, so I did. More hand traps. I set it in 2 Max C's for the wind-up matchup, and I only played 1 wind-up, and I 2-0'd him, so it wasn't even really a contest. 2 Veilers for just various, decks that you need Veilers for. It's just in there just as a safety valve. 1 MST for the Macro Rabbit. 2 Skill Drains. Sided this in against the 1 mirror match I played, and it won me the game. Oh my gosh, it's such a good choice. Imperial Iron Wall. I sided this card in against Heroes, Chaos Dragons, the 4 Macro Rabbit decks I played, Agents. I sided in against Agents so then they can't banish with Hyperion. Sided in against Heroes so they can't Miracle Fusion or Bottomless or Deprison. Sided against Chaos Dragons so they can't remove, and I sided in against what do you call those? Macro Rabbit, so then they can't remove my Macro Rabbit. That card and Royal Decree was the MVP. Royal Decree won me just about every game I played. If it wasn't for Royal Decree, I wouldn't have been anywhere near I was. Won me a game against. I topped it, set it against Chainburn. Won me every game against Macro Rabbit. Just Royal Decree won me just my 7 games that I played. And now for extra deck. It's just MVP. Cataster. Hyperion, never brought it out. DeLorean, pretty good here, because you can go Abyss Sphere, activate Abyss Sphere's effect, return it, send line to the graveyard, he goes to 25, line goes to the graveyard, you can get Megalo or anything else out. Gungnir won me some pretty crucial games there at the end. It was really good. Black Rose, just another generic level 7. Stardust, because I thought I was going to put Starlight Road in, but I ended up not, so Starlight Road, or Stardust is just in there. Scrap Dragon, because it's just a 2800 beater, and you can just kill shit. That's it for the Synchros, just some generic stuff. I'd probably take out the High Power Librarian for an Armory Arm, or something else that I could actually use, like maybe a generic level 6, because I needed those a lot. 1 Gotchi, just because I can. Where's my... Oh, there it is. 1 Daigusto Phoenix. Detach, because you can go Diva into Diva Infantry, and then you can go into Gachi or Phoenix, which I didn't really do that much because I took out a Diva, like an idiot. So yeah, and then you go Leviathan, because he's a good level 3. You can detach like Marksman or something. You activate Marksman's effect to destroy. Did that a lot. Excuse me. This Trite, when she's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon any mermail from your graveyard to your side of the field. I was playing Karakuri Giragaya, and the guy didn't know what it was. He had Quick on the field. I think that's a 1700 attack one. Brought it out in attack mode. He killed it. Went to the graveyard. I brought out Lead. He was like, what the hell? So it was a pretty good play. Oh, and I'm also missing Mistworm in here. I gave that back to my friend. One Abyss Dweller and one Bahama Shark. Abyss Dweller is just a walking Soul Drain. You can go up to 2500 attack. Pretty good. And then one Bahama Shark. You bring out Trite with Bahama Shark with like Dragoons or something. Activate Dragoons effect. And it's just good cards. And then Big Eyes, definitely the MVP of the extra deck. Because you can go Megalos, Lead, TAS or something like that. But Big Eye and Gungnir were the MVPs of my extra deck. So that is all, YouTube. Peace out. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have anything you want to tell me, anything I should do with videos, like better for my videos, anything like that, I'll be trying to make you guys more videos. I always forget to. But thank you guys for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Love you all. Goodbye.